set of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
It's a gain of 50.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And this is
in need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Open man, Butler complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Touchdown, Bears!
Touchdown, Chicago.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Bears 10, 49ers nothing. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Mostert, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, 49ers nothing.
Here we go. White.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. This is Butler making the catch. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That sack by Khalil Mack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean,
and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
21.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And got his man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Running the counter with Mostert. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
You. Hey, check Mike 45. Check. Hey, alert. 45 is the mic. Let's put him on the buses.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
65.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Chris Jones on to punt this one away. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 21.
Mike 57. I'm here all day. I'm here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but it'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Third and 3.
Here we go. Lock.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Yards to go.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Aaron Jones, incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. You don't know no better.
Here's Mostert. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
22-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
38-yard line.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
6-yard line.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Garoppolo. And quickly finding Rager. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Watch twitch.
Now Garoppolo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
Complete to number 81. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
3rd and 3.
This is Mostert. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
It's a gain of 40.
A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara.
49ers.
It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL. And
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, 49ers. number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Bears 10, 49ers 7.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down.
They'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
4 fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, but we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 46 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Akeem Hicks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Niners, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.